Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
Back to Suggs. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now here's Jokic. He's been contributing over 15 a game.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on him.
Isaac outside. The three from Suggs. Sinks it from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Jokic. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Outside Watson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Murray. Jokic with it. Can't nail the jumper.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Pass to Isaac. Deflected. It's Exum on the wing. Back to Jokic.
Orlando foul. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Watson. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And the clever passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the court.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Jokic. Murray from outside. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Now here's Murray. Still no points. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The three from Suggs. Rebounded by Marion.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Here's Murray. Driving in. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
Suggs outside. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Boy, that's just the toughness basket by Suggs right there. Remember now, this young man was an all-state football player in high school.
Now here's Murray. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Back to Jokic. And again, it's Denver converting. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
Up top, Isaac. Great look, but off the mark.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Pass to Murray. It's deflected.
Yeah, this is something we might see Banchero work on, improving his ability to knock away shots.
Suggs outside. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets ahead, leading by just 2.
Magic 8.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And before we move on, what have you guys seen from Denver?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted areas.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And Denver making a change here. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
Green, a screen. The kick out to Edwards. The three-pointer off the mark. Orlando leading. Here's Suggs. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Now a timeout called by Denver. So both teams making some changes here. And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A., it's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them. And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
And again, it's Denver missing. Magic leading by 3. On the wing, Suggs. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. And stolen by Suggs. By himself. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Boy, nice swipe that time from Suggs. I love to see him being aggressive and taking chances on defense.
Here's Murray. Here's Porter. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Isaac for 3. Jokic grabs the board. Nuggets trail by 3. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Orlando with the rebound.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Suggs outside. Fires for 3. That one's off. He's 4 for 9. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Here's Porter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Sweet move by Porter Jr. Getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Suggs surveys the D. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. Substitute.
1:33 left in the second period. And here's Anthony, averaging around 6 a game. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Gotta take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. Wagner for 3. Porter pulls it in.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
Wagner up top. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to Anthony. On the take. They still need this. Blocked!
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. The 3. And it's Wagner missing. Pass to Jokic. Over Wagner. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Denver. They're up by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Magic trail by 3. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Floats one. Here's Jokic. In the paint. Jokic going off.
I have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
Jokic the screen. Cash assisting on the play was Porter. And now a 5-point Nugget lead.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
Westbrook outside. Launches a 3. And Porter hits from deep. Porter's got 7.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Magic trail by 8. Suggs outside. Isaac right side. Suggs left side. Banchero the screen. And it's Suggs with the 3. 13 points in the game.
You know, it's not his greatest strength. He's got a lot of different things that he's good at, but Suggs will hit the 3 if you give it to him.
Pass to Watson. Banchero right side. Kicks it out to Wagner. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
6 to shoot. Pass to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Climbing the ladder, going upstairs. Lively, he doesn't have to go far to flush it.
On the wing, Isaac. Let's go with a three. And the three-pointer goes. Isaac's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Exum outside. The Nuggets need to get one up to the left side wing. Here's Marion. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Magic trailed by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
They set a pick. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
They've come into the second half with a renewed focus at the offensive end. Put in a lot of work and effort into it. Let's see if they can sustain it.
Now a timeout called by Denver. There's a minute 54 left in the third quarter of the game. Screen by Watson. Here's Jokic. And another shot. He's off on that one. Oh, great D that time from Isaac. Banchero outside for the lead. Rebounded by Denver.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Pass to Jokic. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Just 5 to shoot. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. They'll pin that one on Jonathan Isaac. This will be his third trip to the free throw line.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or to become alarmed about it.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Isaac outside. Fires the three. Jokic grabs the board. Denver leading by 4. Murray up top. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got his second basket of the night.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
On the wing, Isaac sends it home from three-point land. Isaac's got 11 here in the quarter alone. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. Between the scoring and Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. It's a three-point game. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
We've seen Murray raise his game. Part of it is an increase in toughness, the ability to score when it's not simple.
Oh, got that one up quick.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Pass to Jokic. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Hey, night in and night out, Jokic is taking and relishing the contact.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special. And what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
Exum outside. Three-pointer. And another miss by Denver. Orlando trailing here. Wagner for three. Jokic grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Pass to Jokic. Clock at 6. Outside Murray. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Black. Wagner outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
So it's Denver now. They lead by 1. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
Boy, I believe Green has all the tools to be a phenomenal scorer in this league. Just needs to continue to develop.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Wagner for 3. On target from range. Wagner's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, Green. Jokic the screen. Pass to Marion. This one for 3. Rebound by the Magic. Here's Wagner. Into the lane. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wagner, one of those guys that loves to deliver when it matters most.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Now Green. Exum outside. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick, Jokic, continuing to add to his legacy.
Orlando leading. And Suggs, here we go. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Jalen Suggs was known for knocking down big-time hoops in college, and we're already seeing it translate here in the NBA as well. Great confidence from that young man.
Outside Watson. Pass to Green. 4 on the clock. Over Wagner. And again, it's Denver missing.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Now Suggs. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Suggs adding another big play to his resume. Incredible.
It's rebounded by Wagner.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Drops in the three.
It's as though Green always has more left in his tank. He digs deep and finds the bucket.
Suggs with it. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Back to Watson. Pass to Green. On the wing, Green. Again, Green missing. Now here's Isaac. So it's Orlando picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win.